as we know, we're going to have to adapt some movements from the gym to the home. So we're going to see what you guys come up with as well. So start off with a bit of movement prep, and we're going to see if we can get the whole thing in one take. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so quadruped means all fours. This is a nice alternative or additional bit of movement prep you can do. We're just rotating around the upper part of the back. I'm not putting any pressure through my head, I'm just guiding my elbow between the gap, my arm and knee, just softening that elbow but putting my weight through that loaded arm, just reaching up, elbow up to the ceiling, and you might find you mobilise a bit more as you go. Trying to keep the hips still. Switch side. So you could do as many as you feel, but yeah, you could do between 5 and 10 each side. Okay, so that's one of your movement preps you can do. And then inchworms, which is in the sequence you've got already. That is sped up ×2 in case you hadn't spotted that. So going to go down into the inchworm, reach out for that press. I'm going to switch my trunk on as I pull myself up. Soft knees as you need, trying to stabilise the body through the inchworm repetitions, trying to get some good weight through the shoulders, pushing the floor. Get some deep breathing while you're going. There's your inchworms. And then, as I check my list, there we go. So bear hold position tap. So those of you that are used to some bear crawls in the gym, well, we'll just hold that stationary. Okay, see if you can achieve a good strong position here, knees off the ground, deep breathing here, and then alternate. I'm going to take one arm off at a time. This could be used towards the end of a session, like endurance of the trunk, just holding posturally, holding nice and still. But right now this is quite nice to switch on, switch the body on, good bit of trunk activation and the shoulders are prepared. Okay, so we're going to go into our first one. It's a horizontal pull as we're going to walk around the house this way. And I've got a band. So if you've got a band at home, and it's just really useful. So you can get them quite cheaply, get one that looks a bit like this. So we'll see me move it at another place in a minute. Now, make sure you don't break part of your house doing this. Find somewhere that it's quite straightforward to do this. Okay, so yeah, you've got to check your surroundings. You're not going to hurt anyone else, and you're not going to break something you've got the band attached to. So these are really nice horizontal pulls. You could do loads of reps of these, more reps than you might do with some weights or heavier resistance. So elbows going out. So there's our horizontal pull. There's our first one. Okay, so next we're going to go back into the floor area we created. So follow me. And if you don't have a band, we're going to do a couple more exercises with the band. But you could use a towel for an exercise where you're just going to hold the position called isometric. So you're working the muscles. You can work really strongly and apply a lot of force and maintain some strength, even if you're worried that because you don't have a band or any weights that you can't do anything, right? So you get the towel, we're in a seated row position. I've got to make sure I'm holding myself off the ground nicely, so sitting up tall, and I'm just going to wrap that same position I wanted with the band. So I've got tension on there, 5 seconds, and I'm going to relax. So as you see that tension come on, a good tension, wrapping the scapulae around the rib cage, so back and round, and relax. Hand on, 5 seconds. So you'll feel a good brace in the whole body just holding still as you hold that pull, and relax. Yeah, so you could repeat that, 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off. All these exercises showing you could integrate into your circuit in the workout of the week. Okay, next one, we are stepping up to all fours again. So this time we can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So all fours, we've got our dumbbell underneath us. Okay, so floor row. Yeah, so depending on the load you've got, yeah, if you've got a light dumbbell at home and it feels easy, well, we're going to ask you to do a lot of reps. If you've got a heavy dumbbell at home and it's feeling quite tough, you know, it's not going to be so many reps. So you've got to work with what you've got at home, okay? Use the RPE, the rate of perceived exertion. Just think how hard you're working. All right, so there is our all fours row. Okay, with a kettlebell. If you've got a kettlebell, you don't have a dumbbell, that's fine. So you can just stick that on its side. So use the horn of the kettlebell here and get that same shape. Achieve that good all-fours strong position as a base. Yeah, work that elbow up past the body, close to the body. All right, so there's some examples of those exercises. Again, reps accordingly. So perhaps 5 each side if you've got something challenging. Okay, through to the dining room. So this one, you've got to pay close attention to your surroundings here. Make sure you've got someone, an adult, that you've got permission from that adult to safely do this. The table's clear, you're not going to break anything or hurt yourself, etc, etc. You might need someone sitting on the other end, but if you can get yourself right underneath and just pulling vertically up and down, if you've been studying physics, you'll see why we should be okay. So again, trying to achieve a position that you can get comfortable with under the ground, recreating that strap pull, the support pull in the gym. Okay, and again, finding a good shoulder position, wrapping the scaps around, back, and then pull. Okay, so there's a lot we can do there. All right, next one. What have we got left? Back through. Stepping up in order of difficulty, so we've been moving around a bit, but now a couple of different exercises to do. And if you've spotted the baked beans, yes, I do like them. But yeah, right, so we've all got a tin of something, maybe it's 400 grams. So this is quite nice to just feel like the backs of the shoulders all around the scapulae are retracting nicely, and these can be used just to offset all that computer work. Yeah, these are a much lower loading exercise, but see we've gone into the vertical pull now. All those other exercises were horizontal. This is a vertical motion, elbows down towards the body. It's just resisting gravity that's causing the work on here. So a nice bit of work on the back, shoulders. Okay, so another one we can do is a hold. That was an I to a W. On this one as a Y. Yeah, I'm just going to again make sure I've got that good retraction. Alright. There. I'm going to hold for 5 seconds. Trunk's neutral. Yeah, so I'm not hyperextending. I'm holding the trunk on the ground. It's just as much good core work as it is for the shoulders. So I can hold this position 5 seconds on. And relax and control. And go again. 5 seconds on. And relax and control. Okay. And what have we got left? Yeah, so using the band, last one, for a vertical type pull. So again, you've got to choose carefully where you're positioning your band safely. So here we can get a vertical shape pull with a bit of resistance. Get a little bit of good work in here. So notice I'm extending the upper half of my body. I'm keeping the trunk engaged, pressing hips in the floor, knees in the floor. I've just got that space just there. Okay, so again, you could build up a lot of reps. You might find it's quite a bit of work in the lower back as well. Okay, so there's our vertical mid pull.